If that's you, you're probably doing something wrong, but needless to say, it's not completely your fault, but here's what you can do. And speaking of which, I've gotten a lot of comments saying that I should stop hating on Konami or making critical comments about this company, to which I assure you, dear viewer, it is not my intention to hate it, but I'm only pointing out issues that make the game bad, and even so I try to come up with a solution to the said issue, with the intention that they take note. The truth is, after the update, I was eager to play more than anything, but I ended up disappointed, but I won't get into that here. So stop it to those who are trying to discredit my criticisms. I'd recommend you watch the whole video before forming an opinion on my criticisms. Is that clear enough? The new update just came in recently where they added variety of stadiums to choose from and footballs as well, and I can't say anything bad about it except this is something they should have done a long time ago. But better late than never, right? Anyway, now for the main reason this video exists. I mentioned earlier that there is something you can do. Well, I've figured it out, and it all comes down to these three. I will thoroughly analyze each one, highlighting the issues we bring upon ourselves and examining where this game has completely failed to meet its expectations. Believe me, it's really going to add up. It will never not bother me when I see my players moving like trucks on the pitch, but most important of all is that they are enragingly inconsistent with their movement to the point where I want to jump off a cliff. Literally, but to nobody's surprise. It's actually your decision-making skills that actually make the difference, but I guess player responsiveness is only good for like the first 2 days, and then we're back to where we started. In a game where majority of the movements aren't done by the player, but the task is handed to the AI, because it's literally impossible to control everyone. I can't say it's doing the perfect job, at least as it should be, but what really annoys me is how poorly they've handled this playstyle. And if you're tempted to leave a comment saying that we should use Smart Assist.
Shut up!
However, this raises an important question. Are they aiming for a realistic simulation of the game or an arcade-style experience? At times, it feels like they're trying to balance between the two, which are intrinsically opposite approaches. In my last video, I criticized how easily single-through passes can tear a defense apart. Not only is this already ridiculous and overpowered as but it also happens a stupid number of times in a single match, making it incredibly infuriating. Since you didn't require a specific SPC to perform those kinds of passes, anyone could do it, which was stupid and unacceptable. So this is a solution that would restore balance to passing issues as a player. Hone your decision-making skills and unpredictability, and you'll enjoy the game. To the cope rate overlords, further polishing is needed on the AI controlled movement. And number 2, the defense, and holy this has been a disaster manifesting right in front of our eyes, and if left unchecked, let's just say it won't end well for either of us. How do I know this, you may ask? I'm not perfect, so listen closely. This is a fucking time bomb if not perfectly executed. Because in modern esports games, it wouldn't matter how good you are while attacking. If you can't defend, you'll just find yourself losing to some ridiculous players out there. From finding gaping holes in the defense to getting caught on the counter against long ball spamming merchants. But it's not like the bar is remotely higher or something.
No shit.
Where to start?
A surprise tool that can help us later.
It doesn't have to be so black and white with everything, but in this case it is. Let's go over the first clip. Even from this, you can tell that they obviously aren't to blame for that, because clearly that is not something that should typically happen in an average match. But there is something they cannot object doing, which I will explain in a second. See the depressing delay that I'm sure it has come at the expense of a win for some of you. That is just pure dog shit, and there is no defending it. For those who play this game, the console version anyway, might have already seen this from a mile away, through which they're trying to adapt the advanced defending tactic from that game into this one.
You what?
For those who don't know what is advanced defending tactic, I'm sure you've heard of legacy and tactical defending. Well, this one is a combination of the two. Here's how it works. You need to balance between applying the right pressure and using tactics like matching up effectively. If you use the wrong input, feel like this happens. To the fan base, it might seem like the game is nerfed, but this is what's actually happened. But seriously, who needs this level of complexity in a mobile game? But if you look at it from their standpoint, they can't risk making the game too easy because it will be boring quickly. And the other alternative, make it too hard and risk alienating their fan base, which led me to this conclusion. The defending before was fine, so there was no need for fixing something that wasn't broken. But I really can't say that they totally haven't fucked up on this one. As a gamer, any center back with less than 93 defensive engagement is a liability in your penalty box. To the game developers, focus on reducing the number of bugs that cause preposterous glitches in the defensive play, because we all know it's a new establishment, meaning it's not going to work as well. To the dear viewer, if you feel the urgency that I left something out, let me know about it in the comments. And finally, to the last thing you should employ, this can be done by tapping the through, pass, and even shoot button in quick succession if you want a glitched gameplay. It's nothing much. The command is slightly delayed in order to get that low precision pass, but speed is crucial to achieving that level of accuracy. I almost forgot to mention this. A while ago, I had someone ask me whether pressure style is an effective way of pressing the ball, to which I can only say, I thought I'd give them a little praise for a job well done, because I thought the addition of stadiums was quite neat, and they kind of fixed the issue that I pointed out a while ago. So the jar is kind of half full at this point. If you've made it this far, go try those 3 tips, and I'll see you in the next video, where I'll reveal the content gap that's silently tearing this game apart.